Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be stuffing our sinking funds and savings for the month of September. So we're going to jump right on into it. I did talk about this in another video, but I did change up where I was keeping my sinking funds and savings in the Budget Moms workbook. So I had two extra expense tracker pages inside of the month. So instead of putting it on the outside or at the last page of the workbook each month, they are going to be located inside of here. So as you can see, I just have the starting balance, the category, and then when we close out, I'll be able to put how much I took out, how much was deposited, and what the ending balances are. But the nice part of it is that I'll also be able to, on this side, track all of the expenses that I had for the month out of my sinking funds. Sorry, y'all, sinking funds and savings, and this will just serve as a backup to my binders. So let's get into the numbers. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. My name is Janelle. I'm a wife and a mother of one. We are expecting our second child here in November. I am deep in the trenches of our third trimester. And on here, I do all things cashless budgeting. So if that is something that you're interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So at the beginning of the month, we started off in our sinking funds at $3,296.17. And for our savings, we started off at $3,472.94. So let's just look at what we plan to put into each account. We're putting about $280 into the account because I have some interest from June, July, and August that needs to go into our emergency fund. And then outside of that, what's actually coming into or coming out of our actual account is $202. So it's about $280 that we're going to be stuffing today. So first things first is going to be our car maintenance. So we are going to do, for car maintenance, we are going to do a deposit of $10 here. And this month, I will be using this actually to pay for my car registration because it is due this month. So we have enough money to cover that. Next is going to be clothes. We are slowly building this up to be able to potentially purchase some things for postpartum-esque while we're in the hospital for me and hubby. And then this is also me wanting to use this to buy either bi-yearly or annually, just like all of the undergarments and stuff, you know, getting new underwear, socks, bras, like things like that. So that's what that will kind of also get used for too. So right now we are at $160 and we added $7 into our clothes fund. Next is going to be just like family fun, events, trips, all of the things. And this pen actually is not writing. I figured that's why it was doing all of that crazy work. Let me get another pen. Let's see if this one works. 914. And for family, we are also going to be adding $7. And so that brings us to $270, $28. And let's just make sure, because y'all, I was talking about the other day, or when I was closing out August's budget, I overcounted a number, and I would have been right in my closing out video. So I just need to make sure I am adding and subtracting correctly. This is why I have so many fail-safes to make sure that I'm where I should be. Next is going to be health. So for health, we are going to be adding $10. And we've been doing good with being able to build this up. Yeah, being able to slowly build this up. I haven't had to use it too much. I have been having, or I will, or am now and moving forward, going to see a cardiologist. So I do need to, I know that I'll have to pay the copay for that. So as long as we're still putting money into there, we should be good. Next is going to be holiday and gifts. And we are slowly building this one up too. September does not have any like holidays or anything we have to worry about. But in October, Halloween is coming up, which I'm not too pressed about it because all I'm going to do this year is buy like two bags of, excuse me, y'all, 2 bags of candy to give out to our neighborhood. And then just depending on what her daycare, baby girl's daycare does, she already has like an outfit for school for like something she could wear for Halloween, so we won't need to buy her a new outfit, so we won't be spending too much there. And then it's really gonna come down to Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. So we're at $265.54. And with holidays and gifts, it's also considered birthdays as well too, y'all. I'm talking to y'all, but something got into my eye, you guys. So baby girl's birthday, she'll be turning 4, y'all. I can't believe it. Where has the time gone? Her birthday's in January, so we'll need to make sure we have a few dollars in there. We don't do huge birthdays. We're doing milestone birthdays. So she's going to get like her normal cake and, you know, gifts and balloons and stuff like that. And we'll probably do something for school as well too. So we'll need to, of course, build this up, but just not going too crazy, y'all. Next is going to be home maintenance, and this is just maintaining our home out here. And so for home maintenance, we are going to be putting in $10 into here, which will bring us to $280.23. So this is coming up nicely as well. And I don't foresee at this second needing to buy anything for home maintenance, but that can change. Next is going to be kids. So for this month, we are going to be adding $33 in here because we'll need to grow this very quickly. I think this should be $200. Yes, $200 now in kids. And I think we should be good because I don't have to get, don't quote me out, but I don't have to get any like nighttime diapers. Baby girl has been doing so well with like at her naps, not like peeing on herself. And at nighttime, it's up and down. Some days she's good. Some days she might have an accident. So we really haven't been having to use diapers, honestly, except for during those times. And then we're slowly building that up because y'all know baby girl number 2 is on her way, y'all. And I was so blessed this past week that I had not one, but 2 surprise baby showers from coworkers, and where my residents from where I work threw me one, and then my coworkers and my job threw me one, and we were showered with so much love, gifts, monies, and things like that. So we are going to be slowly sorting through all of that because y'all know for September, if you watch my September budget with me, my goal for September was to get all of baby girl number 2's things like sorted, and we have a lot of things that we need to sort through and then order the remainder of things that we may need. So feeling good about that. Next is going to be pet, and we are just slowly building in here because I know at some point this year we will use this money. So we are now at $240.01, and if you guys are curious, we have one bearded dragon. Next is going to be subscriptions, and we are building up our subscription monies to cover for while I'm on maternity leave, to cover our HOA and car insurance for January of 2026. The rest of the money that's in here will cover all of the other things are due that are for the remainder of the year. So we are going to be adding in our subscriptions. Oh, $41. Let me clear this because I will not remember correctly. And there we go. So we have $959 plus 41, and that is $1,000.08 for subscriptions. So we are coming up nicely. And then lastly, I am slowly just putting a few dollars here and there to our vacation for next year. And then we'll finish out a savings challenge for this starting next year. But we're putting $6, so that should bring us to $460.97. But it's a nice amount of money to start off with and plan everything. So we have that in here. And that is everything for our sinking funds, you guys. And now we're going to go into our savings. My thought process with my savings outside of like my maybe emergency fund is just slow and steady. I find that it works for me. I don't feel like I'm missing the money when I'm trying to take care of like other things, like maybe we need more money in food or household or towards a bill or something. And it has just been building up nicely for me doing it this way. So first things first is we're going to do our emergency fund. So I'm actually going to do them. We'll do one here that will say 9-1, and I'm going to put interest. And this interest is from June. We had an interest of $24.95. And then for July, it was $23.17. And then for August, it was $28.02. So that is a total of $76.14. And 14 cents that was just sitting in our core account with Ally that I just had not moved over. So 76.14 plus 25.10.66 is 25.86 and 80 cents. And then we'll take that number, and I'm also going to be adding, what was that? $25. So we'll add plus 25. So that brings us to $26.11.80. So we are slowly moving up, y'all, in our emergency fund. The goal, and this is just me foreseeing certain things that should be coming our way, is to at least get to $3,000 at the end of the year going into 2026. And I think that would make me feel comfortable as like a starting emergency fund. But to be very honest, I'm just glad that I even have money in our emergency fund. Next is going to be rainy day. And we have $5 going into here. And it's really just a savings, y'all. If I need extra money or something like that, I can take money out of here. I try not to because I wanted to build up some. But if I really needed it, I have it and I don't have to feel, oh, y'all, I'm stretching. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I don't have to feel any type of way about anything when it comes to that. Next is going to be home projects. And for home projects, we are going to be putting in $21. And these home projects are going towards things that we need to, like bigger projects that we need to do for our home, such as getting a new, let me make sure I did that correctly, y'all. 21 plus 359. Yes, okay. Such as replacing the roof for our house and redoing the backyard grading so that it makes sense. We also, it could come out of home projects and it also could come out of home maintenance, but I think it would be more so of home projects with wanting to add like a playground in our backyard, because it's nice when you cannot leave the house. Especially like right now, I wish we had it because then baby girl could just go outside and like play on the swing, play on the slides, climb and do all of that stuff. But yeah, that would be like something as well too. We have other things, but just some ideas. Next would be or is moving. So we don't have a timeline for that, but I want to be prepared because I know better. It was the same thing with our baby like thing. I never really saved in it. And then I found out like, whoops, we are pregnant. And now I was rushing to try and save. I'm going to follow my gut and just slowly save. It's better to have something saved up than nothing at all. So we're at $14 for moving. And that could just be anywhere at this point. Next is going to be for Leanna, our big girl. And she is getting a deposit of $12. And this comes from when she was born. There was like this like savings challenge where based on her year, how old she is, that's how much money you save. So she's 3. There's 4 weeks in the month. So she's getting $12. So $249 plus 12 is $261. And it just makes it easy for me to just have this like set up for her savings without having to worry for anything. Baby girl number 2 is going to be a little bit ahead of the game because since I know better, I'm going to do better. I've already started like saving for her. So, and I will just save the one twice. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. So here we're going to do a deposit and we're putting $4 into here. And so now she has $12 in her savings account. And y'all, that is all of the savings that we have got going on over here, and that completes the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.